Okay, so we are on day 20 of Raz's imprinting phases, and you've actually done some amazing work here considering how much of trouble we're having dealing with training issues during this COVID-19 time. So congratulations in getting this much done in such a short period of time. Honestly, you're pretty much right on the curve on where you should be with the dog at this point. So it's not like anything slowed down because of the crisis. You've actually managed to get a lot of training in, and he's at the level that he should be, if not a little bit further. So doing a really good job of giving instructions to your trailer and how to work this trail. I love the location because your productive source is getting a lot shorter, and you're using taller productive source right next to it. So it's going to really hold that track line nicely here. Good pick, good choice. Great place to transition from some of that taller grass that you've worked on into newer. So good job with that. Okay, so Raz takes odor really nicely, picks up the trail, but he's not going as fast as normal. And the big reason for this is twofold. Number one, I think you're in an area of a lot of distractions. And then number two, lower productive source, in other words, shorter grass. Now, this is your first distraction. He picks up on it pretty hard, and your correction is nice. It's not too hard, it's just enough to get him off, and that's kind of what we want to do. And he goes back to work. So having a distraction shortly after the start is going to kind of demotivate some dogs and keep them a little bit distracted. So the simple fact that he goes right back to work is really kind of a strong thing for us. I'm very, very happy with it. But again, his speed is nothing like it was before, and the big reason for this is distractions and your surface area. Your surface area wasn't what it was before, but he needs to learn how to transition onto this type of stuff, and so your time to pick this was actually pretty good. Now, your next distraction is coming up. You're going to get a proximity alert to it that may have just started a little bit ago, but it's really right here. See how he kind of stops, pauses, and then kicks off to the right, and this is where he actually hits your animal distraction. So good correction, we get him off of it, and he goes back to work, which is really what we want him to do. So you may not have known you had so much animal activity here, or dog activity, and you may want to be a little bit careful about using this place in the future, at least until we can bump up his skill set a little bit more. Okay, so the next big change is this. This is obviously some contact odor or lifted leg odor. It's kind of hard to tell by his behavior, but it could be related to your subject. It's right in line with, kind of high up, maybe just below the knee, and the way he perused it kind of gives me the indication it could be human. And one of the things is he starts coming right back to you right here. Obviously, smelling it, he's a little bit confused by it, and he wants to come back for your reassurance. And of course, now he starts playing a little bit because that's just what puppies do. Still, he goes back to work, so that's a pretty good thing.
Yuck, yucks.
Okay, so this next location is another distraction odor. It's obviously a trailhead of something heading in here to the bush. He's getting distracted by it, and he does come out, which is nice, but the problem is that it's been distraction after distraction after distraction, and so his motivation is starting to fade off. And we've talked a little bit about it before, how when the distraction value is higher than the trail value, the dogs will actually shut down. This happens with puppies and adults, but it's going to be more so with puppies just because their attention span isn't high. The simple fact that he made it this far is pretty good. Now, I applaud your choice in dealing with the situation in the way you did. You've realized that, hey, it's too much. It's time to shut this one down, and let's give it a break and come back and do something a little bit more motivating. And you do that with the fire trail that's coming up. Now, one of the things I want you to kind of keep in mind is that, even though this trail was a failure, you're going to have those in this work. And you're going to have to be okay with it. Failure is a big part of training. Your dog needs to deal with it. You need to be able to deal with it. It's just not a big deal. Now, could you have picked a better place? Maybe, maybe not. But, honestly, I don't think you really knew what you're going to be running into, because those intangible scent distractions are something that you can't detect or necessarily know about. So this type of stuff is going to happen in the future, and what's most important is how you deal with it. You can't get stressed or worried, because if you do, that tension goes right down the lead to the dog, and then he's going to react badly. So how you managed it, unemotional, not a big deal, and you take a break and come back and have some remedial action. And what that remedial action is a fire trail, something motivating that is going to drive him through the areas of the distraction in a good, strong way. And that's what we do here on this next trail.
So I'll start this camera, shove my phone in my pocket. So I'm going to put him on the ground just on this side of the tree, and then yeah, so I'll get you to come out to this side. So we're going to go down just here. So if you show him his food. So actually, yep, so open it up, bring it down. Yeah, nom-noms that you missed out on. Nom-noms that you missed out on. Yeah, that'll do. Grab your towel up. We're a little bit distracted this morning. So that's right. So take probably 5 paces that way, show him that bottle. So wave that bottle around a little bit. There you go. Yep, and then just, drop. Hang on, wait till he's looking. Drop that there when he's looking now. Yep, and off you go. Oh, you're a little turd. You are. I know, I nearly stood on you. Come here. Oh, I know. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. I know, hang on. All right, all right. 30 seconds, wee bud. Oh, seriously. All right. All right, fuck you then. Where's our bottle, bloke? Hey. Where are you going? Jesus. There you go, good boy! Oh, that's a man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, doggy hund. Yeah, doggy hund. Oh boy, you had it all. Just give me that, just throw a party. So, good little man. Good little man. Yeah, that's a boy. Yeah. That's a boy.
So great way to recover, and what this map is of the second trail, and this is going to be the fire trail.